Oh man. Oh, what's up, guys? Anyways, sorry for that. I was driving, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so right now on my way to the headquarters, or I guess you could say it is. You know, it's kind of the meetup spot. It's our garage. Anyways, so meeting up to the garage. We got our boy over there with his Mazdaspeed 3, and he's been having some issues where under high boost or peak boost it would jerk, and we went through everything, you know, new intake manifold, new turbo, new fuel pump internals, just anything and everything, and we checked for vacuum leaks, and you know, we've done everything and it still does it. So when we put the new intake manifold, it didn't start happening like it wasn't apparent until he replaced the intake manifold. So once he replaced the intake manifold, him and his dad, our other member, they don't remember plugging in the PCV valve. So we're gonna go through that and check and see if we even did that or anything like that. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm on my way over there now. It's kind of getting a little darkish, but we got a garage, so it's all good. So I'm taking you guys there with me so you can see a new car, Mazdaspeed 3. It's a Gen Juan. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, we'll be over there and get that stuff rolling. And as you can see, I'm kind of repping the old club name. This is our old jackets, but we don't got new jackets yet. But anyways, so yeah, catch you guys there. All right then. All right, so we're here at the garage. We're walking up on the El Speedo 3, and so you can already see he's got it up in the air and everything. So pretty much what we're doing now is gonna disassemble the intake manifold and just all the bits and pieces of it, and then take the intake manifold out so we can get down to the PCV valve, and I'll show you guys how that looks and what we're going, like where we're driving at pretty much. So I'm just gonna turn it around and everything and show you guys what we got going so far. Okay, so we got the, there's 4 bolts on the intake manifold. We got those all loose. It's kind of a pain in the ass because you gotta like take out, you're supposed to take out the power steering pump, but we kind of just like shifted it, like took out a bolt and then shifted it a little to the right, or to the left. Yeah, left. But I'm gonna show you guys kind of what that looks like and everything like that. So in case you are working on this, you know that that's kind of the setup that you're going to be looking at. So, alright, so as you can see, there's one right there. That's the one you got to move the power steering pump. This is the power steering pump right here. So you got to take that out. There's a bolt right there you got to take loose from the head and everything. So then you got 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And it kind of like starts to come loose and everything, which I'm not going to pull it off just yet because we still got to look around, make sure everything is disconnected and stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty much just like all the bolts and stuff like that, and this is the only thing you got to look for to move in order to get the intake manifold off. But anyways, so I'm gonna get that done, and then we're gonna take it all out, I guess. I reckon. And you get on some new gloves, some fresh pair. Look at that. God, that's blinding light, boy. Yeah, so, yep, then we're gonna get that off. Alright, so, whenever we get it off, I'll get you there. Alright, so after removing all those bolts, alright, we noticed that it has this kind of like rebound. So when you're trying to pull it out, you know, it has this rebound. Well, that's down here. I don't know if it's specific to this car or all like Speed 3s have this. But yeah, you have to take that hose out right there. You can see it, yeah, it's right there. Take that little clamp off, pull it back, and then after that, it comes out. Alright, so yeah. So we're gonna get a little time lapse of that mess, so that way you can see that mess. Because we're trying to figure it out, and we couldn't figure out on why it wasn't coming out. So there it is right there. You can see it. It rebounds. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go try and take that out.
You know what I just remembered?
Huh.
Guess what we had? That Danny just bought that we didn't even fucking use. The battery powered ratchet. He fucking bought it, we didn't even use it.
Oh man, so we just bought a battery operated freaking ratchet, one of those little fancy joints, you know what I'm saying? Little we're sitting here ratcheting, forgot we got it. Forgot we were luxury now. Gonna go by a little more faster. Let's get it. Oh, and by the way, yeah, so there was a no to that right there. It wouldn't come off and everything. And through further investigation, we found out that that there line right there, see it? That one I'm pointing at? And it's coupling's in the way. You can see it over there in the corner. It's connected right there, and that's causing it to to not come up, and then it's causing that rebound as well. So yeah, we weren't wrong with that, but at the same time we weren't right. So yeah, we'll get that done. This is becoming more of a process than we thought. Alright, so we got it out. Right now, that's what we thought we had to take out, but that wasn't it, actually. Go on the other side real quick and show you what it really was. Which was, damn, you really can't see it right now, especially since it's not even focused. Let me see. Well, anyways, what I showed you before, we ended up having to take out the throttle body, and just to get to it, we had to use an adjustable wrench because we didn't have anything big enough to take it off. So I don't know the size, but that's what. It might be a 19 or like could be a 20, 21, 22, either one. So that's kind of a rough estimate. But oh, here it is. That right there. So we had to take that out, and you know, it just screws down and everything like that, and then you just pull it on out, and then yeah. So we got that out, and then we had a little coolant leak situation, but that was my fault because I tried to do like a little rig right here with that. And I'm sitting here like, yo, what is going on? I'm trying to come up with any logical explanation for why there's coolant pouring. And I was like, well, maybe it's because I just opened up like air to the system and something's just leaking. I don't know. And I was like, and then after further inspection, it was sought that it was my fault that I put that glove on not tight enough. So, yeah. But that's where we're at right now. So we did just get it off, and right now we're gonna go and see if we can inspect that PCV valve. Alright, so we took the PCV valve out. Can I say that right?
PCV.
Yeah. I was gonna say that sounded weird coming out of my mouth. Anyway, so we took that out. You know, I looked at it, inspected it, and everything. We shook it, and you know how you're supposed to listen for that little ball in there. That's all good and everything, so we kind of just cleaned it up a bit and then put it back. Yeah, and then I found this sensor here. Not entirely sure what it is. I tried to look up the part number, and it said it's a MAP sensor, and it said MAP pressure sensor. So I'm not sure because this has a mass airflow. I mean, there could be two, but there goes the part number and everything. You know, if you guys know what that is, you know, drop that down and let us know so that way we know. Anyways, but yeah, we cleaned that up a little bit and kind of inspected on the intake manifold and everything. Replaced the hose right here because it was just a janky little hose. And now we're gonna put everything back together and just that's it. So just to see what happens pretty much. But yeah, I might clean this up a little bit right here too. Just some that out. But yeah, the add boost. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. But yeah, we're just gonna toss all that stuff back in there and then start her up and see what happens. Alright. Alright, got the intake manifold back on. We're in the process of putting the dipstick back in. Got some of the sensors, or that sensor hooked back up. And after that, we just gotta plug in the rest of the lines and all that stuff. But it's time to eat. Oh, and I cleaned this a little bit. Yeah, and it's time to eat, so we better go get some food on our system real quick and come back with it. Alright then.
Taking pictures?
She's recording.
This is all gonna be time lapse.
You're gonna be on
So this
YouTube.
is recording?
Yeah.
Alright, fellas. My name's Daniel. This, what you see here, is a classic case of don't know what you're doing. If you want to see the end result, come back next time and you'll see that it's going to be pretty much in the same situation. Nothing's really going to change. But I wish all the best luck.
Not with all that negativity.
All that negativity, man.
Alright, we added with the team effort. Yo, does anybody know who makes a good, other than Corksport, I don't want to hear that, who makes a good intercooler kit for this freaking car? It's a 2009 mazdaspeed 3. Yo, this junk is buns. That is beyond buns. Like, you gotta go through all this extra just to get it tightened down and with no kinks. And it still even has, probably kinked up right here. Like, not really kinked up, but you see it flexing? Like, it's just, I don't know. I think the
I think that's gonna blow off. It probably will.
it's a Godspeed apparently. The front mount is. I don't know if like intercooler piping.
That looks better than it did.
Well, anyways, it worked out. So we'll see. We'll do a little startup, see if this thing turns on or not. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. All right. So dropped it down. Let's see if this starts. Well, that's a good thing. Don't worry, we know it's open because we have to bleed it. Alright. So let's start. Let's start it up. So we should be leaving soon. I just like rev it up and see what it does. See what it sounds like. Oh yeah, don't do it high. Just like do like a little. Huh. What is the RPM at? It's like really low. Yeah, we can plug it up, see what's going on. Alright guys, so I'm back at my house. It got really late. So pretty much you guys seen the start up and everything. And it had this like really rough idle and misfire. So you know, we obviously there's some factor in something that we did wrong. Anyway, so whenever we first looked at the scan tool and plugged it up just to see like what the codes were, there were 9 codes. So after reviewing all those codes and everything, and we kind of went around and fixed a lot of the problems and everything. Then we swapped over the coil packs and redid everything, and then cleared the codes, and then did it again. And then we ended up with 2 codes now. So now we only have 2 codes left, but it still has a really low idle, and it's kind of rough. So it drops down to like all the way down to like probably 250 to 500 RPMs, and then it starts to raise up, and then it evens out at like kind of like a 700-ish, like there, and you know, it just doesn't sound too normal. So, but unfortunately I wasn't able to film the rest of it because, you know, it got late and we were trying to figure it out. But I'll post this video up and everything, and then post an update video on how all that went and what the fix was. You know, Lord willing that we did fix it. So, anyways, I just wanted to drop that in there so that way it's not just a dead cut video. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, there's a different car, and now we have a real problem. So, we'll figure it out. But we'll come back with a new one and show you guys an update, because we have a few more things we gotta try and we want to try. So, anyways, thanks for watching though. Wow.